Who we got next?
Speaking of the Niners, baby.
Dallas Cowboys versus the San Francisco 49ers. Let me just say this real fast before you even give me any buildup to this, because I know your team is playing, and I know you try to stay unbiased about that. First of all, I know you think the 7.5 bias is a little fluffed up from what they did to the Eagles last week.
Good word, fluff. I like that word.
Fluff, it's good. Yes, it is fluff. If you just look at the numbers by themselves, yes, it's fluff. However, the Cowboys have actually been playing their games and managing their personnel pretty well over the last few weeks, if you've really paid attention. Because Pollard has a little foot issue, I think he would have played even more if he was 100%, so they could ease up on Zeke a little bit. But I believe they've been easing up on Zeke in practice to the point where each week he's beginning to look a little bit better running the ball. And Pollard is still okay to come in and spell him a little bit. You got all the receivers back. Everybody's off of COVID. Everybody's back. CD, Amari, even Cedric Wilson. And guess what? Cedric Wilson is an X factor. Gallup going down kind of opened things up for Cedric Wilson, who, in my opinion, is actually better than Gallup. Gallup's been around longer. You know, he was the more veteran guy, so that seemed to be the guy that they preferred, but he's been hurt a lot, and now he's out. So Ced Wilson is going to be a huge component in this Dallas offense. Defensively, here's the problem for Dallas. The kind of stuff that the 49ers come at you with offensively is very, very difficult to defend. At any moment, they can unleash George Kittle. Like, you don't know when it's going to happen, but you know the potential for it to happen is there, and it could be extremely dangerous. As long as they got that hold over Dallas's head during the week, Dallas has to prepare for George Kittle. He didn't do nothing last week. So he didn't do anything the week before, in fact. Doesn't matter. He's on the team. He's healthy. He's blocking his behind off as they're running the ball all over everybody. So he's earning his keep. But if they unleash him in the passing game, along with Debo and along with Brandon Ayuk, who's out of the doghouse and making big catches, that's going to be a problem. My only issue with the Niners is if Dak comes out hot, are the Niners going to be able to hold him down? If he can drive down the field and get a touchdown, a field goal, touchdown, 2 more field goals, it's going to be rough keeping up with them. But if they can slow Zeke down and Dak's not 100% on his game, Dak has to be great. If Dak, I'll make it simple. If Dak is great, Dallas wins. If Dak is not great, Dallas loses. That's as simple as I can put it. And I think Dak will be really good, and this will be a really good game, but he won't be great. I'm taking the Niners. It took me a long time to get to, didn't it? I was thinking this out as I go. I don't pre-plan these.
Talk yourself into it.
I talk myself into it.
Well, first of all, let me say, as the Madden guy on the show, I play the game virtually. And Galloway was in the game that I played, and I played him twice. And I lost. Huh?
Who?
Is it Galloway? Who?
Michael Gallup?
Gallup. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Galloway. Yeah, you know where I'm going.
Joey Galloway. Way back. Ohio State. Tampa Bay. He played for Tampa Bay.
I just have memory lapses back to what Joey Galloway of all places.
Yeah.
But he was in the game, so he was a factor. And Dak was on this game But I was good, except I threw an errant interception at a really poor time in the first game.
Did you
In the
use
second
Garoppolo?
game, I did a better job at matching up personnel, and that always makes a difference, when they're coming out. Sometimes when they're coming out with a 3 wide out, I can get away with a 4-4 with extra linebacker because I got really good linebackers,
Right. Did you use Garoppolo?
No, I've been playing with Lance all along.
Okay.
So but that interception, that was completely on me. I had a man. He was going out like on the square out to the sideline. If I had hit him a microsecond or two earlier, he was so wide open it was ridiculous. But he kept going out and he ran into where the defender was zoned up. So by the time the ball reached, the defender was like, "Thank you, you're gonna throw it out here." I've been sitting out here by myself for the last half hour,
Right.
But I did a much better job in the second game. So I went 1-1 against these guys. Vegas is kind of weird, and as I was looking at some of the different odds, they got Dallas as a 3-point favorite. So in actuality, based on the numbers, I'm giving Dallas a little extra, something here because, they inflated their numbers and it's showing up in the net points. They were the top scoring offense out here. So again, the question is now, Dallas, you're not playing the third string squads or the second string squads. Everybody's going to be out there. You might as well consider this is all first string. So this is going to be real good. The misdirection that San Fran runs is going to be very helpful in offsetting the speed of Michael Parsons and some of that rush that they have. And it'll be interesting to see if our rush, and we've got what's his name on the one side that, him and his brother,
Bosa.
So we have talent on defense, and so you talk about that defense, some of the talent that they have. We have some talent also, much less our middle linebacker is one of the best in the league, So I'm looking forward to seeing this. I can understand why Dallas is favored in the bias plus, and I'll finish it off looking at one interesting set of stats. Offensively, the Niners are actually better than Dallas in the red zone. We're completing 66.67% of our attempts at scoring. We score rather 66.67. They score 63.6. So we're a little bit better scoring in the red zone. And defensively in the red zone, you're scoring on us only 56.67% of the time, but you're scoring on Dallas 60.87% of the time. So when it gets to the red zone, it looks like we're scoring a little bit better and our defense is holding up a little bit better. And so I think that kind of goes with what Vegas is saying with that 3-point favor. This is going to be a closer game than this particular bias with the fluff built in would lead you to believe.
Yeah, I feel better about picking the Niners now that you said all that. And I'm just saying, when I think about it, I'm not going to say the Niners have more red zone options, but I do like their red zone options better.
Okay. All right.